OMG, OMISE go. It's a OMISE, Mario, I'ma say go.
With so many new ICOs and so many revolutionary blockchain technologies all coming out at the same time, it's really easy to let one slip through the crack. And I feel like this is the case for OMISE Go. I didn't notice it at all. I wasn't involved in the ICO at all, and then all of a sudden it hits the market, the exchanges go nuts. It's the first Ethereum-based ICO to be a unicorn, to get a valuation of over $1 billion. I sort of assumed that the technology wouldn't be that interesting or it wouldn't be that different, but then once I started to look a little bit deeper, I started to figure out what the unique value proposition of OMISE Go is.
OMISE is actually an existing company. It handles payment across Asia. It's a little bit akin to Stripe, so payment solutions for e-commerce, and they're quite well backed. They were expanding in Asia, doing payment gateway services. I want to say that OMISE is a very necessary service in Southeast Asia as well. Southeast Asia has a lot of countries such as Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, Vietnam, and these are all small countries with their own banking system. Why it's very hard to penetrate that market is because it's so fractured. There are so many parties and it's so hard to get them to working together, and that's what OMISE did very well. They allowed this acceptance of payments in Southeast Asia. They started off in Thailand, they expanded to Japan, and they're now going for Indonesia, Singapore, and Malaysia.
Today, they formally announced their partnership with McDonald's in Thailand as a payment partner. This is massive because the way McDonald's work is sort of a templatized system because of the franchising. What this means for the franchise in Thailand, they'll have to actually be using OMISE Go as a way to pay. I know this and can verify this because I actually have a person in my family who owned a company. They partnered with McDonald's for some of the components in their payment processing system, and all of the McDonald's chains in the United States were forced to buy directly through them.
OMISE Go will include a wallet to manage fiat currency, decentralized currencies, and other assets like loyalty rewards and club points, so pretty much any store of value. And it includes a decentralized exchange built into consensus that bonds to Ethereum. OMISE Go improves settlement times, fees, transparency, security, and finality, and is an open source alternative to traditional payment management systems. You never need a bank to cash in or out. OMISE Go allows you to accept payments as a business or as an individual while accepting full control over the look and feel and encrypting your data and security compliances. They're also in the beta of integrating Alipay, the fastest growing payment method in Chinese markets. Right now, it's currently only available in Thailand, but customers can pay in Chinese yen and you'll receive your funds in your local currency. The team has implemented automated payouts if you happen to distribute your funds to multiple customers or to coordinate payments between stores using API integration. OMISE Go has a number of fraud protection tools built in to prevent fraudsters before they attack, including proxy detection, IP geolocation, and machine learning anti-fraud models. While OMISE Go can eliminate the need for a bank account, you can also use OMG if you only have a bank account and you don't have a credit card. OMISE Go looks very promising, and I think it's going to be the most anticipated project in 2017. Unlike the Western world where most of us have access to banking, 75% of people in Southeast Asia don't have a bank account. That's an incredible number. And then you think about how these emerging economies are going to grow over the next 20 or 30 years, and you look at China, for example, which 30 years ago was quite a poor country that was known for making really inferior products. And in the last 20 or 30 years, they have moved into the world stage. Their lower class has become middle class. The quality of their products has gotten much better, and now they're really seen as a threat to the United States, and they're really an innovative country. If we see the same type of growth in Southeast Asia, which is already happening, this financial sector in this market could be huge. Indonesia alone has 230 million people in it, and Australia, which sits below it, has less than 30 million. So in terms of population alone, this market is massive, and it dwarfs anything even in the Western countries. In this country where 75% of people don't have a bank account, 65% of people have a cell phone. So the adoption of mobile technology is actually much higher than financial services. And that's true if you go anywhere in Indonesia. Cash is king. If you go to any restaurants, it's not that common unless you're in a tourist area that they'll actually accept credit cards. So OMISE Go is promising to create this bridge. They're going to bring this payment solution to mobile phones, and they're really going to help these developing countries in Southeast Asia bring financial services to the masses.
So again, it's going to be completely on the phone. So you're going to have an e-wallet, and it's going to have the balance. It's going to have the ability to pay via just like any other Vimeo or Google Wallet or any of those. You can transfer money. You can have loyalty points. And the interesting thing about this is that you're going to have what it called cross-wallet transactions, meaning that you can talk with one wallet to the other, and it's going to be super easy, super fast, so that even grandma can use it. But what they're trying to do is, if you take a look at this picture here, you go quick pay, you scan the code, you get 50 points. So they're trying to incorporate some sort of incentive system so that you can win prizes and you can get reward points. And again, the reason why they're doing this is because if you think about it, if McDonald's is the only location, they can actually potentially expand out to other retail spaces and allow you to collect rewards and incorporate that into their existing loyalty program. So for example, if you're shopping at Macy's or shopping at Walmart or Target or any of these companies, you can always incorporate what they have existing without having to reinvent the wheel.
What OMISE Go is able to do for the end user is allow them to send money locally, so they can send it to their family, they can make payments, and it also allows them to send remittances across borders. So for example, maybe you're a migrant worker from Myanmar and you want to send money home back to your family. OMISE Go is the platform you can use to do that. What would I like to see happen with OMISE Go? I would love to see tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions, or even billions of people use OMISE Go to regain their financial sovereignty, to be able to have control over their money, and to be able to experience the freedom to be able to move money around anywhere they want at the most minimal cost possible.
OMISE
OMISE Go.
OMISE Go, OMISE Go.
ご清聴に感謝いたします。